Hello? I don't know whether or not anybody can see me yet or not. Hi guys. Hi guys. We are chapterless. You are chapterless. Can anybody see me yet? Or did we begin with me talking partway through? How are the audio levels, by the way? Is the music too loud? Are you incapable of rocking? We've got Pickle and Danny. Hi guys. Hello? Oh my god. We've got our first Ocelot meow. We got our first Ocelot meow, ladies and gentlemen. You'll have to see it. I mean, you got the second first, technically, Jellies. I believe that Blissy got it like hours ago, but it disappeared. So, I mean, you got a first. You got the second first. I did not practice it. I did not practice it. I've been very busy. I've been very busy. It's been stolen. That's crazy. I'm sorry that you've been stolen from like that. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. You got to give me more time, all right? I've been really busy today, all right? It's not hot tea. It's just a cold room. You know, this room is freezing, as is my entire life, all the time, because of the fucking... Look. Ocelot merch when? Fucking hell, can you imagine? A bit of a cough. A bit of a cough still. If I say the word cough, then it'll put it in my mind. Because now I'm going to. But it is almost gone, so thank you for noticing. Ocelot merch, can you imagine? Can you imagine? Yes, we're slowly transitioning in the period between don't say that. Don't, why would you say yawn? Yawn. Yawn, yawn. Yawn, then you're gonna yawn. I'm not going to. We're slowly transitioning into a Metal Gear Solid community, so think about that. You know, lag. You getting lag? Are you actually getting lag? Guys. Snake. Snake! I don't know why you'd be getting... Okay. That was weird. Okay, that was weird. It's been a minute since we've had that. It's been a minute since we've had that. My info is totally fine on my end, so... How peculiar. How peculiar. Okay, I just tested my internet information and stuff. It's totally fine. It must be, you must have all done something wrong. You must have all done something fucking wrong on your end. I'm very upset. I'm very upset with you. You know? First stream of the new year. That's true. That's true. So far, as far as the whole theme for the year has gone, I have done fucking dreadfully. But, you know, the benefit of the of not making it a very hard and kind of like, you know, strict rule is that even if you fuck it up, it feels more like you're building up to it as opposed to one hurdle and then you crash down and you go, well, better fucking maybe next year. You know what I mean? It's like you're building up, like you phase it in, that kind of stuff. Hi, Kells. My theme this year is discipline. I need to be more disciplined in my life. And you guys don't see a lot of it, although you do see some of it on the Discord. I'm very scattergun with the way that I approach life. And whilst it can sometimes yield really, really nice results, you know, discipline, I find that 2029 is a good year. I'm sure it'll be a good year. I find that discipline and also being impulsively kind of like, not impulsive, that's not the right word. There's a word that I'm looking for. Not impulsive, but dynamic, I suppose. They don't need to be at odds with each other, right? Like you can be a disciplined person. You can have discipline for things in your life that you've set as things that you're going to do, without that completely dominating your life as well, right? Like you can have a schedule. You can sketch Max without letting that kind of dominate your your life kind of thing. Because I don't want to be one of those people who's like, oh, let me check my calendar kind of thing. But like, I also want to have a calendar, you know? And maybe, I don't know, maybe try to figure, we could talk about it more in the second half of the stream, right? But I think that there are certain, things that I'm still figuring out in life, if that makes sense. I mean, we all are, I suppose. Let me check my itinerary. Yeah, a PA. The problem is, would I have to pay this PA? Would that be a paid thing? I don't know about that one, Chief. Why not? Why do that when I can have a variety of little minions, each doing part of it for me? Hi, Bagley. But anyway, we can talk more about that and me and my stuff in the second half, right? Thank you, Eric. Thank you. First dono of the year. That's another thing that we need to sort out, guys, as well. I'm gonna sort out, and Jersey will love it. Thank you. What is with the lag? You're getting lag. Is it really bad? Is the lag really bad? It's not my internet. Yeah. Okay. Give me 1 second. Is it back? Tell me if it's back or not. Let me just. I'll be 1 sec. Hopefully that'll do it. What about now? It's definitely not. It's definitely not internet related. I suspect maybe there was like a loose cable or something. Since getting the new camera, the DSLR and stuff, it's a lot more busy. It's a lot busier at the back of the PC now. So I wonder whether or not that's related to it. Who knows? Hopefully that's the end of that, but if not, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. However, for now, tell me if it happens again, guys. Yeah, I don't know, Toaster. Fuck knows. Like this, it would tell me whether or not there was an inconsistent stream of information coming from the PC via the internet. Like OBS would tell me that. So I assume it's a hardware thing, or my PC's playing silly bollocks. Anyway, so what I thought we'd do today in the group therapy session, guys, is I thought that we'd cover. Obviously, there was a new OMAKE. With volume 22. Are we up to 22? Something like that. And we'd kind of done this before. We kind of did this before with the with like way back when, nearly a year ago. Nearly a year ago now. We went through a few of the bonus chapters, a few of the OMAKE, but it was also like kind of tied up with the kick the can battle and stuff like that. And this was just after the Kazuka Knives stuff, right? This was straight after the Kazuka Knives stuff. So So yeah, I mean, I don't know how much of this we've already done, but we might as well start from the beginning and just go through all the OMAKE. I mean, there's 21 of them. 21 of them, I think. Some of them are meatier than others, right? So what we'll do is we'll determine when exactly they are in the timeline of events, you know, the story, and kind of just, you know, just kind of vibe, just kind of go through them. Maybe we could rank them. We could rank them if you want. I don't know. Or just give them star ratings. What do you think? Ultimately, it doesn't matter what you think, because that's what we're going to do. No, it's true, though. I'm sorry, guys. Tier list, I'd have to set it up. It's too much work. More stars mean better. Yes. Yes, that's obviously what it means. It's always meant that. It's always meant that. I don't know what star systems you people are following, but they're fucking disgusting. Disgusting. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'll just, I guess I'll just go through them. I guess I'll just go through them on Discord. I don't have a direct link to these. I kind of feel like nobody will care if I just do this for this, right? As long as Rusty Idiot Stupid Rust Bucket doesn't mind me showcasing part of his name in the top corner. And even if he did, it's kind of too late now. All 15 concurrent viewers are going to be able to see now. All 15 concurrent viewers are going to be able to see this now. Sorry, dude. Yeah, the fan mail's going to be rolling in. He's going to go to his mailbox tomorrow, and it's just going to be filled with dead raccoons. What am I wearing? That's a good question. Although a little odd to ask me. If you aren't in, right? This is Safety Zone Rookie merchandise. You can find this at safetyzonerookie.com. In fact, let me grab you a link. It's one of our created by the community, by Kells in the community, guys. We've got art and stuff by the community for the community at safetyzonerookie.com. We're still in volume 2, although I did create a Christmas sweater, which is still available by the looks of it. I'm probably going to take that down very soon, to be honest. But this is pretty groovy stuff, don't you think? Don't you think it's groovy? Look at this. You can purchase this too. You can purchase this too if you want. But you know, if only there were a link. Well, there is one. You've got one. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Christmas sweater. I can't wait to use it next year, or at the end of this year, rather. But all of these are really cool. Honestly, all of these are really cool. I personally am a big fan of this in bone. This is the one I'm currently wearing. Pretty sick, wouldn't you say? Wouldn't you say it's pretty sick? Anyway, that's neither here nor there. What is here is this. So, we are going to, yeah, we're going to just go through the OMAKE, and we might as well just generally do that now. I've dropped all my concurrent viewers. Is everything still good on your end, guys? I'm paranoid now that something's going on with OBS. No, it's totally fine, right? Okay. Right, cool. Right, yeah, so we'll do a poll afterward, and what we'll do is we'll run the poll as we go through the following OMAKE, right? Now, this is the first one. So this is obviously from the first volume, but it's when they're going to fight Turbo Granny. They're on the train and Momo's changing. I suppose it is funny, right? Because between the chapters, between the chapters, she obviously leaves in the traditional attire, same as Okurun, but then when they arrive at the tunnel, she's not wearing it anymore, right? So this fills in that gap. And I think this does a really nice job also of highlighting the kind of character that Momo is, as well as the kind of tone that Dandadan's going to hit, right? Even from the get-go. Something as ridiculous as taking off what is essentially important armor for the fight in order to look stylish, because that's important too, is fucking ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. It's absurd. Yeah, this is also Momo's best fit. Undeniable. This is Momo's greatest fit. You know? So obviously they're on the train and Momo just takes off the garb, and there's also that kind of like, I suppose you would say, there's a rebellious element to this in a way, right? Like getting changed on a train is fucking absurd, especially in a culturally conservative place like Japan, right? Bulletproof vest. It is like taking off a bulletproof fucking vest, for the record. That is the equivalent here. As he says right here, it's like taking off a bulletproof vest in order to look fucking styling. Right? In order to and this is iconic. This is an iconic look. You know. Also, this is the one of the OMAKE that actually made its way into the anime. Oh, it's the same fit. Look, Ma. It's the same fit. This is an iconic look, which she never wears again. Yeah, it definitely gave Momo. Well, I mean, there's not really. She does not recycle her outfits. That's true. No, that's true. Okay. I wish I could do fucking 5 stars here. I mean, it's a pretty simple OMAKE. Like, there's also that element of it can really only highlight a couple of things worth noting at all at this stage, because it's not like there are tons and tons of deep character interactions. I mean, Momo and Okurun are pretty much the only main characters at this point. So it's nice to see extra stuff with them, right? Also, it's crazy the amount of detail that used to be in like Momo's hair. You know, they simplified the shit out of this. They simplified the shit out of this. My 5% does count if it's needed. Yeah, that's true. Part of me misses this. I mean, I know it was unrealistic to keep it forever, but part of me does miss this kind of look, right? This kind of like aesthetic. I don't mind. I'm really happy with the I'm really happy with the current art style, because it means that, look, we get it out quicker, it's easier for everybody involved, that kind of thing. But this was really cool, right? Like, Momo's hairstyle, when you think about it, is pretty fucking insane, just generally speaking. And when you compare it up against like if we pick one of the newer OMAKE, it is a lot more kind of like blocky, I suppose, right? Like, it doesn't have that same, so it looks slightly more, I suppose, cartoonish, less realistic compared to what it was at this point, which is totally fine. Like I'm not got a problem with it. I mean, like I said, it keeps it on a weekly basis, right? but this captures their dynamic really nicely, especially in the early Dandadan. Hi Zero, nice to see you. How you doing? Yeah, yeah, for sure, Danny, definitely. But yeah, it's a good one. I mean, I think I'd agree. I think I'd agree with 3-star as well. I think there's a 3-star OMAKE as well. Just because obviously it's just more of the same, like more stuff, which is totally great. Like I'm happy with that, but that is what a lot of it is. Yeah, back to work. I know I'm back to work tomorrow as well. Zero. My condolences. Hi Neezy. Oh, what? Sick. We've got a lurker who's actually chatting. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you for taking the time. I appreciate that. I've a very big soft spot for lurkers, and it makes me very happy to see someone come out of their shell and say hi. So hi. You know, engage in the capacity that you feel comfortable. Obviously, if you're interested in chatting more with anybody in a less public, in front of the camera domain, Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member, guys. That's a free member to get access to the Discord. It's the best place on the internet for Dandadan, and the best place to stay up to date with the channel and everything that's happening here. You know, I'm working on lots of stuff all the time. It's just I'm pretty slow. But we do create content here sometimes. Last video almost killed me, but I'm really pleased to see that everybody responded really well to it. That's another thing as well, Neezy and everybody else. If you want to be involved in the premieres, watching the videos as they're released with the rest of us, that's the best way to do it. That's the best way to stay up to date with what's coming out, you know. And yeah, I mean, I'm glad that it was as well received. Don't expect another video of that length for a while though. That was 3 hours basically, right? That was basically 3 hours. Right now, future plans are to create other stuff, maybe look at diversifying, pivoting a little bit, but also I need to plug the gap with the part 2 of the season 1 retold. You know, I've got things in my mind about that, which I've got opinions about that I'm not 100% sure on yet. But anybody on the higher tiers on Patreon who is on Mount Olympus in the Discord, guys, I'll inform you about what my plans are for that going forward soon. Looks like we all agreed 3 stars. 3 stars. 3 stars. Let's go. Is this actually the whole OMAKE? OMAKE 2 is crazy short. This is OMAKE 2. This is the whole thing. Can one of my presumably, what is that easy 5 stars? Yeah, no, yeah. This is just a yeah. I think that is it. I think that this is what this is as well, right? I'll pulverize them like this. Well, that's fucking ridiculous. This is great. I would fucking love to just see this. I absolutely love it. That's painful. I hope nobody was around to see that. But this is it, right? Like it's quite funny to see this version of Turbo Granny. Hi Channing, what's good, dude? This version of Turbo Granny, because it's like, it is in the end credits, isn't it? god. It's so fucking ridiculous. It is, isn't it? That's absurd. Oh my god. Man, I fucking love Dandadan. Yeah. Well, that's going to be nice to go back through some of this stuff. It's from a famous baseball player. Thanks, Pickle. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah, I remember the kitten. I remember the kitten. That's my favorite. That's one of my favorite OMAKE. But it is crazy to see how far she's come from being this character, right, to who she is now. Because she absolutely, we're past murderizing, right? Like, we are past murderizing at this point. We are completely past murderizing at this point. No, don't. Vamola must have been. That would be a fucking. That would be an excellent. That would be an excellent. That would be an excellent OMAKE, right? I do think that these have gotten interesting, more interesting as time's gone on, right? Because there are some things that don't fit into the story, or rather, don't neatly fit anywhere into the story, and because there are so many characters now, all of them with different personalities and different relationships and things like that are developing more and more and more as the series is going on, there's more things to explore, right? One of my personal favorites, possibly my favorite one, is the one with Ida and the evil eye, right? Where he basically, I mean, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. I'm pretty sure we've all seen them at this point, right? But that might be my favorite, or at least one of my favorites. We just giving everything 3 stars here, aren't we? Is that what we're doing, by the way? Right then, cool. Don't blame me, I voted for Kodos. Nah, you can't switch. Maybe you can. I don't know. I never vote. I don't get to vote on the actual thing, so it's beyond me. It's beyond me. Who knows? This is one of the ones where they put a ridiculous just amount of work into it. This is almost like a fucking chapter. Same with the Turbo Granny one later. Some of these get really complicated. It locks you in. Sorry guys, you're locked in. Sorry gamers. Right, we're on 3. OMAKE 3, guys. Alright, that is another 3-star, is it? This one's great because it's I don't know when this happens, right? But obviously it's a hot day. It's a hot day. And they're going to the Bonn Festival dance. But Momo obviously doesn't want to go. And she's playing Xbox and what is presumably Halo. Right? Oh yeah, she's also got 6 toes. What is with that, by the way? Why has she got 6 toes? What the hell? What the hell-y? What the hell-y? Why has she got 6 toes? What the fuck? That's crazy. I hate that. Why would you... No. I don't like that. Anyway, she's playing Xbox and she's playing Halo, which is pretty cool. What the fuck? Why has she got 6 toes? Why has she got 6 toes? Extra balance. That's fucking wild. That's crazy. I really don't like that. Yeah, no, I don't. I wish that... why that? Why that? Why? Okay, I'm ignoring that. She's got the normal amount. Seiko's got the right amount of toes. What the fuck? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Anyway, this is interesting as well. Because we see Momo with her hair up. Which is not very common. Especially like this. Again, look how much fucking detail went into the hair back then. Right? Yeah, it's in there. It's in your brain now, Channing. I'm sorry. Look how much detail went into the hair back then. It looks fucking excellent. But it was obviously incredibly unsustainable, I suppose. One thing that I've always loved about Dandadan is the little floating heads as well. These are the best. You know? Yeah, no, we're all cursed with it. We're all cursed with knowledge. Anyway, so they agreed to do a contest. To go buy a popsicle, right? An ice lolly, as it were. Yeah, the floating heads definitely. Yeah, for sure. This is fucking absurd. Also, look at Okurun's fit. Look at him. Look at him. How many toes has he got? He's got a normal amount. And he appears to be wearing one sock here, but I imagine it's just his shadow. Anyway. Where the fuck are they as well? Where are they? Where the fuck is this? Where is this? Yeah. Yeah, Okurun's hair. I know, back when his hair was fucking sick. I can't believe... Like, I'm not surprised, but I'm also absolutely devastated that they've changed his hair for season 3 to what we currently have in the manga. I'm sorry, but like his look, his season 1 and season 1 and 2 look in the anime is excellent. I'm really depressed. His hair looks really flat now. Yeah, it looks really flat as a consequence now, but I mean, you know, it is what it is, I suppose. You know, the guy absolutely just radiates aura, right? Just radiates aura. They had to do something to dampen him. Is anybody else getting lag, by the way, guys? If anybody else is getting lag, let me know. I don't know what's going on. Very bizarre. But anyway. No. Okay. That's good. Glad to know it's an isolated thing. Anyway. So they're in a race. To get an ice lolly. And Okurun's just like hanging about. I don't know what he's probably going over. He's probably coming over, which is cute. Fucking ridiculous. When is the which everything? That's true. This is clearly in the absolute heat of summer, right? Anyway, she fucking jumps on his back and's like fucking after him. And he turns into his Turbo Granny form, right? Again, look at the fucking detail just in here on its own. The transformation here. Like, what the flip? What the helly? This is absurd as an omaki. You know what it is? Tatsu, he was just sat there and he was just like, oh, you know, it'd be really cool if like, you know, it'd be funny is just if this was a situation. I'm just gonna fucking go and draw it, and then I'll just slap it in at the end of the I'm just gonna go slap it in at the end of the fucking the volume. You know, before the evil eye. Yeah, it would have to be, wouldn't it? Look at him. He's so fucking locked in about this. Also, Momo looks jacked as fuck here. Holy shit. What the fuck? If I win, you give me spending money. That's crazy. Anyway, he went too fast. And he missed it. He missed the turn. And Seiko won. Look at this. It looks fucking great, doesn't it? How much effort went into this? Yeah, before the evil eye. When is OMAKE 3? When is OMAKE 3 like which volume is that? That would be the Accra Silky stuff, or when Ida is just introduced, right? So yeah, I mean, it would definitely have to be before the evil eye. Like 100%, because obviously they haven't even been written yet. Yeah, so it would have to be like just when Ida's introduced, or just before. But mind you, even then, it's like it feels like there's no space between Gigi showing up, between the end of the stuff with Ida and Gigi showing up, right? There's like no time in that window, so this would have to probably even be before they met Ida, I guess. I don't know. I suppose you latch onto this stuff too much. It's not really important, you know. Anyway, they get back in after Seiko wins, and she gets, much like the magazines, much like the book in Metal Gear Solid 3, she sees it, and then that's it. There's no detaching her from that, right? Excuse the intrusion. So she starts laughing, and that's it. That's that. Yeah, no, he definitely didn't think through the timeline. I mean, there's presumably at this stage, it doesn't even look like there's a Turbo Granny in sight. So I think he just wanted to create something funny, you know. Which I'm fine with. Not everything needs to be attached to the hip with the chronology of the series, right? They forget she sits and watches Bakatono. She's mega scary. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. Okay. God, I wish there was an easier way to fucking do this rather than typing it in every time. There we go. There you go. New poll. I like this one. I mean, it's good. It's what would you say? Extensive for what it is, right? Like there's a lot of it, and it's just more fun with the characters, really. Like it has very open a notepad, copy and paste. That's crazy. Yeah. I mean, you would think that I would do that, but I don't want to. What I'll do is I'll copy the word star, and then I'll paste that, because the 1, 2, and 3, and 4 does not create an issue. It's the typing star. You know I can't spell. You guys know I'm incapable of reading and writing, so what am I meant to do? What's a guy to do? Anyway, I mean, like I said, it's a pretty safe one overall. It's just fun with the characters, and it's enjoyable. It's nice to see it, especially now, because this feels like it might as well have been a million years ago, right? Like it feels like it might as well have been a million years ago, because it was the characters feel like they're so far away from this point in time right now, right? Yeah, I mean, maybe I could do a tier list, but you have to kind of grab the you kind of have to grab screenshots and stuff of it for the tier list. I can't be bothered. You'd think I would have prepped better, but you know how I am. You guys know I am. That's how this is why my discipline is my thing this year, right? Being more disciplined generally. You know, I'm too vibes pilled. You know what I mean? I'm vibes pilled. absolutely just fucking outstandingly vibes pilled. I need to get Sketch Maxing. Vibes pilled. Yeah, that's it. You got some new rook rot. Some new rookie rot terminology. I love this. This is so fucking cute. This is great actually, because obviously thanks Eric, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, dude. I love this because there obviously Turbo Granny over time has become so ingrained with the group that it's nice to see those seeds laying out, especially with Seiko. Her relationship with Seiko is clearly very important, which is nice because you don't see it that much on screen. You just see shades of it in the actual chapters. So that this kind of stuff it goes a long way. It goes a really long way. You know, like she fucking is like, this is so cat-like as well, by the way. Hi Leo. Good question. Before Blissmas, which is not the same thing as Christmas, despite the fact that it has mus in it, and sounds similar. It's I think Momo's memories are not that far off. I don't think that this whole memories thing will last that long, because it kind of feels like, you know what it feels like? It feels like Momo as a character, and I currently love the current arc, Leo, right? I really, really am an advocate for the current arc. I pretty much have been since the start. In fact, a lot of this community has been from the start. Despite the fact that it's all, you know, memory loss, like trope, or whatever you want to call it. I appreciate that, but I think for me, I don't think it's going to go on for too long, because Momo as a character has been a massive part of Dandadan, right? Like, arguably the biggest part of Dandadan. And when she was small, she was obviously still there, but she was diminished. It felt like she couldn't interact in scenes in the same way that she previously could. She couldn't engage with other characters in the same way that she previously could. And the minute that she gets her back to normal size, she loses her memories. And it's like, yes, she's there, but she can't interact with characters how she should. This is 2 arcs, essentially, of Momo being massively diminished. And it feels like in both of these instances, you don't really have that character. That character is kind of not fully there. Like, the Momo that we know, the Momo from the end of Danmara, is not there right now, really. This is it's not a different character, but it might as well be. I don't see that going on for very long, just based on the fact that outside of what it does for Okurun's character, outside of what it does for understanding Momo, not necessarily growing Momo, I don't think, outside of potentially pushing her to be more open and verbally open, but outside of what it tells us about Momo and show us about the way that the other characters can respond to the situation, as well as the fact that obviously Momo and Okurun are made to be together, kind of thing, it kind of starts to lose its relevance later on down the road, right? Like, if you do another 100 chapters of this, there is no, you can't keep doing the same thing forever, right? Like, we used to do this, we used to feel this way, and now we don't. It's like, you can't do that all again for an extended period of time. It's just, it would get exhausting. That's when it would become played out. I don't think that that's going to happen. I think that relatively soon, maybe not in the next 3-4 weeks, nothing like that, but like maybe in the next 6 months, definitely in the next 6 months, definitely in the next 6 months, but maybe even less than that. I don't see it going on any longer than that. Even 6 months, I think, is maybe pushing it. That sounds a little exhausting. No, she'll definitely get her memories back, Janin, for sure. She'll definitely get her memories back. 100%. Because otherwise you're telling me that the character is essentially dead, right? If this is not going to be like the Golden Ball saga. No, I agree with you, Leo. I don't think the series ends with them confessing. I think that this. I don't know if you've seen my video. I don't know if you've seen my video on it. I also love the Omakes as well, J-Man. So thanks for joining, by the way. I didn't catch you there. I think that this is the great decider. This arc is the great decider at this point, right? I'm just going to switch back to the normal camera for 5 minutes, right? Just so we can talk about this, so we can refresh. This is partially a group therapy session. I appreciate that, right? I don't think that this is a permanent affair. I don't think it's going to be a long-winded affair. But there is something very important in redoing things we've done before, right? I've said this a bunch since the first chapter where she lost her memories, right? And we spoke about this a lot, extensively, because it was more of a hope kind of thing. What I would like to see happen. They're restating things that have happened before. They're going back through the motions again, because we need to be able to see that it was more than just a one-time affair. It wasn't just because both of these two people came together with powers, were forced into a situation together. I think that this entire situation needs to be showing us, it needs to show us that it doesn't matter whether or not there were aliens or powers or ghosts or anything. Any time that these two people met, just purely based on their compatibility together, they would end up following the same path together. They would walk the same path together. And I think that's what this is. The fact that we've seen, because look, Dandadan, a lot of Dandadan is front-loaded in the sense that Momo and Okurun get close to each other before the Space Globalist arc. Sorry, I got a cough. Before the Space Globalist arc, they're pretty much 90, if not maybe 85% of the way to where we knew them at the end of Danmara, right? That's a fucking lot of shit. That's a long time ago. That's a long time ago in the manga. And for people who've been following it since the beginning, that's years, right? For us, any of us that have just jumped in recently in the past year and a half, year and whatever, it may not feel like that, but it is. It's very front-loaded, right? So this arc is a way of dragging all of those things that have happened back then forward to now, to re-inform us and re-experience these things that have happened a very long time ago in the story, so that they can finally push past all of the barriers. It's like revisiting the end, the beginning at the end of this path that they're on together. And I think that at the end of this arc, they move to something new. I think at the end of this arc, their relationship needs to transform to something new. And I think that they'll maybe not get together in an immediate kind of like boyfriend and girlfriend sense, but they'll know how each other feels. They'll have said it to each other. Presumably by the end of this arc, Momo will have expressed her feelings to Okurun. And I think that's what unlocks it for her. That's what brings back her memories, is saying it, is admitting it fully. And once she said that and he said that, and she remembers these things that she was, and Momo is back, there's nowhere else to go but forward as one thing together. And again, that won't necessarily be like have to be boyfriend or girlfriend immediately, but it does have to take on a lot of these traits pretty quickly, like because the guessing is over. And it puts us in a really interesting space with Gigi and Ida and all of these other characters as well, and you get to take the time to go through the motions of the two of them figuring out what their relationship will look like, right? They've always been in that space between friends and something more. So clarifying that they're not friends and they are more than friends means redefining their relationship completely from the ground up, right? That's just how these things go. That's how relationships go. You need to redefine exactly what that looks like, and it's a long path as well. That's what I think. That's the only thing that makes sense, because here's the thing. I'll read your comments in a second, guys, but here's the thing. If we get through this arc, Momo remembers who she is, partially or heavily because of her relationship with Okurun. What do you do next? What is there to do next? There is nothing you can do. That is the ultimate expression of love for these people. Is he literally helped her remember who she was through it. Her feelings for him literally brought her back from non-existence. There is nothing else to be said. That's the ultimate expression. We've seen these parallels, these symmetries across so much of this arc so far as a reminder, as a refresher, and as a restatement of what happened before, and in speedrun to the now, right? And it's been speedrun to where we are now, so that we can remember all of these things, so that they can move to the next thing, right? And it's the same with her powers as well. Like they're all locked off for the same reason. No, I mean, what's I understand what you mean, Channing, but like their dynamic is always changing. One of the benefits here is that Okurun gets the opportunity to do things differently to how he did before, to show who he is now versus who he was then. And that, I think, is part of what's being pushed forward, right? Yeah, I mean, I don't know how long Dandadan could go on for, J-Man. I mean, like, I don't see it going on for like 700 chapters, like you said. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not massively familiar with manga in that capacity. This is really the only one that I've properly followed. Naruto was too long. I know that from watching the anime. I know that and I watched the version that cut out most of the filler. So, you know, yeah, exactly. I don't really know what else there is to say. I think that the group date thing is just going to be an outing. I hope that it's just a slice of life thing. I could easily see them getting attacked on it. Let's be real. But I mean, all that I really would want to get from it is, I think that Aida would probably be trying to get closer to Okurun. Gigi would probably be trying to get closer to Momo. Or at the very least, they would act as barriers between Momo and Okurun getting closer together. But ultimately, I think as long as we get one scene from that group date, just one scene from that group date where they are able to connect with just the two of them, right? I've said this a million times, right? But Momo and Okurun's relationship flourishes when it's away from everybody else. Every time everybody's involved, every time anybody else is involved, it crashes and burns, which is part of the problem. That's why it always has to exist in tiny little hidden spaces, like the tunnel, in season 2, in the back of the car. It's private, it's quiet, it's a space between spaces, right? It connects the world, the daylight of the world on one end from the other. It's like a loading screen between worlds. And that's where these things are able to flourish, right? Like walking home after work is basically a loading screen between real life and real life. So I think that opportunity would be really good. I could easily see them holding hands or something like that, right? In my mind, she instinctively just grabs his hand at some point because it feels natural. Because the real Momo, in some capacity, is in there. I believe that she is in there somewhere. just pressing towards the surface of her mind, suppressed, you know? Yeah, no, I'm really excited for, after doing the recent video that I just did, which is obviously quite long, so I imagine not everybody's seen it. Doing the Space Globalist arc retold video has really shone a light for me on how important this arc really is to Dandadan. I had kind of, a lot of it, I'd kind of like glossed over some of the fights and just wanted to get through certain bits of it. Taking the time to go back through everything in there, it is a fucking tightly woven experience. That the chapters in that fucking video, the chapters in that arc are very tightly woven. It very much takes such a consistently, it so consistently carries its themes throughout the entirety of it, in a way that I think is incredibly interesting, in a way that I genuinely think is incredibly interesting, you know. Oh, what? Did you actually make it? You fucking legend, you did not make this. Toaster, is this you? Did you make this, dude? What an absolute bloody legend. What an absolute bloody legend. He did not go and make it. Oh, thanks, Shannon. Appreciate the fact that you watched it. He did not go and make it. Did you actually? That's fucking sick, dude. Thanks, man. Incredibly useful. Right, okay. Right. Let's just fucking do it then. Let's rank this. Right, guys, I'm glad that we got the chance to talk about that. I'm looking forward to next week as well. I'm looking forward to next week so that we can properly fucking discuss this. Because we'll be able to talk more about actual occurrences. Right, so let's fucking rank this, alright? What are we thinking? For OMAKE 1. OMAKE 1. I'm thinking... Oh, no, he's right. Nah, he's right as well. How do I create a new one? You get 1 S+. You get 2 S's, and then I don't know what the rest, right? Just don't, you know what I mean? I'm not going to accept everyone as an A. Okay? Try and use goddamn sense, people. Try to use some goddamn sense. You know what? Actually, you get 2 A's as well. Screw you. Can somebody divide up the rest fairly, please? In fact, you get 1 F++. Can somebody divide up this? Somebody do the math for me, please. Blissy's the math person. That's crazy. No, you can't. You can't. The stars are obsolete now. Alright, so this is 1. Okay, thanks, guys. There are not 22. There are 21. No, there are 22 because yeah, as Toaster says, Volume 3 had 2 OMAKE for some reason. So there are 22. So somebody take away 1, then take away 4. No, 5. Take away 6 from 22, and then divide it by 3. I'm just seeing numbers. I'm not even gonna try because you're gonna get me confused. 5.3. Yeah, 5.3. So, how would that work? So, how would that work? I can't put. I can't. That doesn't make sense. It's not. It's not a good number. That's not a good number. Okay, so it would have to just be 5, 5, 6, right? 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 Wait, what? No, it would be, you know what? You know what? I'm getting rid of D. I've decided to get rid of D. Okay. D rank is gone. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Nah. 6. And then you can have 10 in here. Yeah. There you go. There you go, guys. Yeah. 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 That's it. Oh, yes. That's good. That's good. Because it's so, like, justified to the bottom. It's so heavily justified to the bottom. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Okay, so what we thinking? Omaki 1, what we thinking? Good, I'm glad. I'm glad that you don't like the split. I'm glad that you don't. Right, it's definitely not going to get any lower than a C. And it's definitely not going to get the S+. So, here you go. Here you go. Get voting, guys. Alright, we're going to speed round this shit. In fact, as we go, Yeah, the stars, hardly knew them. You silly idiots. Alright, I'm thinking B grade. You know what? I'm just going to vibes it up until we were before, because otherwise we'll be on this forever. What are we thinking about, Omaki 2? I'm just going to vibes this until we get to the thingy. S, yeah, I think C as well. I think C is pretty accurate. I agree. Maybe a B. You sure? It's only one page. I think this is a C. I think this is a C. For sure. Anybody got any dissenting opinion? Anybody not concur? Okay, right. Where's 2? Where's 2 on here? There it is. What are we on? Omaki 3. Omaki 3. What are we thinking? I'm not so glad of that, actually. Ah. There we go. There we go. Perfect. 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 You see that? Oh, perfect. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I need to search for nothing or no one or nothing or no one. Yeah. Oof, we got a lot of differing opinions here. Okay. Alright, I think this one maybe justifies a poll. I think this one justifies a poll. Oh, can someone replace that the letter D with the letter F plus plus, please? Nobody picked D or I'll be fucking furious. No, it was an accident. It was an accident. I made a mistake, alright? I made an honest mistake. Like, you've never never done anything accidentally before. Yeah, I know it's not. I know it's not a real tear. It was an accident. I got caught up in doing my alphabet. You know I'm still learning. Don't pick it. Don't pick it. No, you picked it. No. Fuck's sake. I'm incensed. I'm incensed. I'm furious with you people. How upsetting. How fucking genuinely upsetting is this? Yes, well, I'm going to use my 5%. I'm going to use my 5% and I'm going to put it in C tier. Yeah, that's right. Fuck all y'all. Fuck all y'all. Alright? I can do what I want. I can do what I want. I know it's up to me. I know it's up to me. I know that. It's the first time I've used it and it mattered. Anyway, OMAKE 3.1. Now this is cute. I like this. I like this. Look. That's the best. This is such a fucking cat thing to do. This is such a cat thing to do, isn't it? I think I'd give this a B. I think I'd give it a B. C. C for cute. Oh wait, no. Yeah, no, I think I'd give it a B. I like it. I think it's cute as shit. Although, we have got a lot of competition. Look at you all with your C grades. Ugh. Well then. Your madness. Your madness. Fine. I'll put it in C grade. There we go. Are you happy now? Are you happy now? Fucking bullies, bro. You did not put ha. That is fucking so rude. That is so rude. You're all bullies. I can't believe I raised the community of fucking bullies. What's wrong with you guys? Huh? We're supposed to be a family. What the fuck is wrong with you? It's fucking rotten. You're all rotten. You're all rotten. What the hell, dude? You made me sick. I hate that. I hate that you just put the violin there. That's really aggravating. Grr! God damn it. This is fucking bullshit. Oh my god. This is the worst day ever. The worst day of my life. I know. Fucking bullies. I'm not well. Can't you see that? And you're bullying me. I mean, Leo, I won't worry about it. GG's obviously, he obviously likes Momo. He obviously likes Momo a lot. he obviously is romantically interested in Momo. And, you know, he's just going to try and express that. I don't know that, I don't think he'll get anywhere, but he's going to try to express that. I do think that he maybe is going to have a bit of a negative reaction eventually when it becomes clear that it's not going anywhere. But, you know, I'm here just to see it. I just want to see it. I just want to see all of this stuff. I'm really enjoying the drama of it all. Oh, I fucking love this. This is great. This is great. Nah, this is great. This is the shit right here. Yeah, Gigi has been solid. That's true. Gigi has been solid. There was that bit on the plane. I don't know what was going on that day. He was obviously under a lot of stress because of the time, the time limit. But, like, you know. This makes me wonder what it is that she gets up to all day, by the way. Also, the idea that they have a fucking money box, right? A piggy bank, essentially, of Turbo Granny, right? Another Maneki Neko is fucking amazing. That must be really unusual for her to have to stand next to. This would traumatize me, smashing a life-size version of myself with money in it. You know? And she takes it, she attaches it, and she goes to the shop. Dogs and snakes. Everyone's just like, yeah, this is a tiny little cat. It's just a tiny little cat. She gets some eggs. No! No! She dropped them! No! No! She drags them back. That's fucking so cute. That is so fucking cute. Turbo Granny's life is it really lives in the OMAKE, doesn't it? Yeah, this is I think that this is A material. I think this is excellent. This is amazing. I suppose the only problem is that there are so many good ones. Yeah, it says a lot about Seiko as well, especially because food is so crucial to Seiko's ethos of life. Like, you know, living begins with eating, guys. And that's an important philosophy, I think, in Dandadan. You know? Okay. All right, let's just forego voting. I'm just going to put it in A for now. That probably will change as time goes on. But I think we're all on the same page with that. I really don't know, Leo, dude. I'm curious about exactly how this is going to work myself, because Turbo Granny obviously had nothing to do with Momo getting her memories back. I think that Seiko will tell Turbo Granny about what it is that's happened with her memories, and then Turbo Granny will have some inclination about how they fucking did it the wrong way, and of course she was going to lose her memories. And might have some kind of answer for getting them back, maybe, or even if not that, may just be able to provide them with some kind of information about whatever's happening in the background. Because at the moment in Dandadan, it's all just still a big fucking mystery, right? So I don't know. We'll see. I do think that her memories come back because of Okurun. That to me seems like the obvious thing, but perhaps that's not the way that Tatsu's going to run it, because it's impossible to predict this guy. So you're telling me that a shrimp fried this rice? Are you telling me that a shrimp fried this rice right now? Just all the same flavor. That's crazy. It's all just the scent and color that are different. This is great. They just lounge about, hanging out all the time. Man, this is fucking sick. Yeah, it definitely is the same kind of vibe. I think what really matters with these, I think that they do kind of restate the same kind of stuff across a bunch of omake here, but what I think is really important is in restating similar situations, you are seeing the bond that they share through their shared appreciation for food, right? And obviously that's really important to Dandadan, but I think in the restating of it multiple times over, you get to see the deepening of the relationship. It's not just a one-time affair. It just keeps on happening and happening. This is what they do all the time. They just hang out and talk about shit. They just shoot the shit about food, right? And they just go and do stuff together, which is really nice. I mean, like, that is kind of what they are. They're just mates, right? But I suppose when you're ranking them on an individual scale, they all kind of are similar stuff, right? Yeah, I don't think that any of the omake are bad necessarily. Are bad at all. But this is the best. I love this fucking screenshot. This is amazing. This is amazing. I think that this is probably a C. Yeah. I think I'm on board for that being a C, to be honest. I love that that's the screenshot you went through here. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think I agree, Blissy. Like, that's what the omake here do, I think, is that they show that they are obviously so so entwined with each other, right? Like they enjoy hanging out together, clearly. And because so much of Seiko's life we don't see, is so much of it is off screen, this stuff kind of solidifies, well, they are hanging out a lot, right? To the point where in the Space Globalist arc, obviously Turbo Granny goes to work with Seiko on her various adventures, you know. Yeah, I mean, at a certain point, Leo, Turbo Granny is going to have to give her powers back to Okarun. I think that she will, willingly, at some point, when it is necessary. I think that I'm hoping that we don't need to worry too much about some great wider plot about Momo's memories for a long time. I'd prefer we just keep it kind of contained, right? But we'll see. Here's another one. Here's another one. Why are they so bling bling? It's absurd. Look, they just lay around all day talking about food. They just hang out talking about food all the time. Look at this. This is the fucking life right here. This is the life. You know that shit where you just kind of like, I'm just going to lay on the floor. I love laying on the floor, man. It's the best. You know when you're bored? When you're bored and you decide to have a little lay down on the floor? It's fucking amazing. I only know what I know. You'll get a nosebleed. This is so fucking good. Also, like, I like Turbo Granny's just wearing a fucking hoodie here is crazy. It's not something that you'd normally just like expect. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad that they're back together as well. Honestly, I'd read I would fucking love for there to be like a limited spin-off series of these two, just of them going on some kind of like mission or adventure together, right? I'd pay fucking good money to see that shit. Just a limited like you know, a small amount of chapters. You know, one volume. Yeah, whatever. Kick the can, that kind of thing. That would be so good. I would love that. I imagine it would be amazing. I think this is also, we're talking sea, I think, because we're kind of going on the same stuff. Yeah, like the trip to Hokkaido. Exactly. Because these are all kind of the same, right? Alright, this is gold. These are both kind of connected, though. These ones are both kind of connected. This one. This is amazing. Ah! Hi, Madge. We're it's obviously a no Wi-Fi. I'm sorry to hear that, by the way. That's fate worse than death for me. But that is there's obviously no chapter today, so we're just going through the OMAKE, ranking them. Yeah. No, yeah, exactly. That's a really good reading. That's a really good read of it, actually, Bussy. That's a really good read of it. That is essentially how I kind of like presumed it as well. Is that it would be that is what she was trying to say, right? Is that, I mean, she's saying it in her own roundabout way, right? It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. There's no illusions between the two of them, right? Having no Wi-Fi in this day and age will either make you or break you. That's fucking real. I would break. It would be like the worst kind of torture. Aww. Who does this? Whoever fucking put that cat there deserves to have their fucking shit kicked in. Holy fuck. Look at him. Yeah, do it. Oh, man, that's so fucking cute. Hi, Cube. Good to see you, dude. How should I know? She took the fucking milk. She took the milk out back. Yeah, it's so Turbo Granny. She had to almost convince herself to do it. This is great. Great. This is S+. This is the S+ tier. There's no question. This is the highest tier. This is the best one. This is the best one. Also, one thing that I love as well about Seiko, and I think that this is something that the anime really got right, is when she sees something, like when Momo and Okurun are holding hands in the back of the car and she sees it, and like here, if she sees something very earnest happening, a very important moment for a character, even though she is the kind of person that she is, right? Like, which is very much undercut seriousness with jokes and stuff. She doesn't tend to get involved in it. She just lets it play out. You know what I mean? She just kind of lets it roll. And and I really enjoy that about it, about her as a character. I think Seiko's a great. I think everybody in Dandadan is a fucking excellent character, except for that unnamed waitress. She's garbage. She's fucking garbage. Sorry. Don't know if you saw, Madge, but I released a video. I don't know if you saw that or not, but released a video. So, Space Globalist Arc Retold is waiting there for you. I don't know who Uma is. I refuse to acknowledge her by that name. I refuse to acknowledge her. I refuse to acknowledge her by that name. Right? This is just going up to S+. That's where it will stay. That's where it will stay. I wish we had a picture of Gigi's dad that I could own. From the tier list in the OMAKEs today. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Maj. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. OMAKE 8. You need to be giving me tons more food. This, I live my life by this. What the fuck? Consumption tax increase pushing through the roof. What the fuck? Oh my god, Dandadan's so political now. Don't you know there's an affordability crisis, Turbo Granny? Tell sup what? You mean soup. Support. That's what she's called here, by the way. It's support. Like a chowder. It's chowder. Chowder. I'll kill you. I'll kill all of you. Especially those of you in the jury. Yeah. This one's about the kitten too. Exactly. I'll walk, damn it. She's wearing clothes. She's wearing clothes. Cost of living arc. Look, she's wearing she's wearing robes. Oh, what? I just realized, is this the same fucking cat from the Space Globalist arc? Is that the same cat from the Space Globalist arc that confuzzles Momo's brain? Oh my god, I'm so stupid. What the fuck? Of course it is. It's the same fucking cat. The one that walks past. The one that walks past. And then Momo turns the fucking thing into the cat. That's the fucking same cat, man. What the helly? Hold on. Let me find this shit real quick. Oh my god. By the way, for the record, this is not... It's not good. It's not good that I seemingly could just fucking land on the right one at this point. Right? Look, it's the same cat. Look, it's the same fucking cat. Look. That's crazy. Oh, what? What the flip? What the helly? It's the one that eats Okarun. This is Turbo Granny's cat. She's made one... It's made one actual appearance. That's sick. What? Bro, I'm really clever, guys. Guys. I'm really clever. Okay? I kind of know this kind of stuff. It's crazy. You know? It's wild. You know, you can also trade in any and all reasonable, worthwhile, in real life skills if you want. You can do that as well. And you can trade that in for Dandadan knowledge. What do you think? What do you think? Will it enrich you? Spiritually, sure. Monetarily, well, it's fine. I already Danda did that. True. You know what? Danda did that. Dan diddly had that. That's crazy. Well, I'm really pleased now. I'm really fucking pleased about this. Now, I feel like I'm going to have my eye open for this kind of stuff. You too can be part of the cult community. That's crazy. Anyway, so she fucks off and she's like, I'm out of here, idiot. I'm out of here. And the cat's just like sat there like, where you going, Turbo Granny? Oh. Ah! Look at it, though. Your skid mark is crazy. That's fucking wild. Oh, she wants to be missed as well. Oh, okay, well, obviously, we need to see these two together again very, very soon. Now that she's back. You're going back to Seiko. Aww. You bet it will. Fuck. God. Oh my god. Oh, you got a lag. You got the lag. I don't know why you got lag there. That's interesting. This one's good too. I don't know if I like this one more than the last one. Well, what the fuck are we meant to do now? What are we meant to do now? This one's excellent as well. Right, okay, we're gonna make a decision. Just an A. I think I've put it in S. Yeah, I feel like I put it in S. Oh, actually, no, you can't have more. You can't have more. Absolutely not. We're getting A's, right? Okay, we're gonna have to. You must be new, Channing. I appreciate you. You should. We've been doing this for a long time, and every single one of these tier lists have been incredibly disappointing for people, because I refuse to add more. I refuse to add more. All right, this is what it is. Is this OMAKE 9? That's crazy. In fact, there are some fucking good ones in here, though. You see, I love 16. I really like 19. I really like 21 as well. Oh, man. There's too many good ones. Oh, shit. Wait, was that 8? Sorry. It says 9, but I meant 8. It says 9, but I meant 8. Yeah. Just imagine that it says 8. Imagine it says 8, alright? Can you do that for me? Can you imagine that for me, please? Can you do one thing for me? Can you do this one thing for me? Tell Tatsu to stop making good ones. Yeah, we're gonna have to. Do you think we could have another one of those, Typhoon Man arcs, please? Can we get some more Typhoon arcs? Yeah, I think that the community is desperately looking for a Typhoon Man arc right now. It's very important. It's very important. It's very important. Damn. The OMAKE are really good. There's some really fucking good OMAKE in here. Let me tell you. It's going to be about the Ketos. No! We need another Turbo Granny one. Okay, it looks like S has won out. S it is. S. Right. So, are you guys enjoying being able to see what we're going through, rather than just me talking to you about it? I obviously can't do this all the time with the new releases because I'm not risking getting copyright strikes. It's happened before, it can happen again. It's a robot. Oh, this one did make it into the anime. I think that it's good that this made it into the anime as well. This is fun. This is fun. Yeah. It's a kaiju. He does the excuse me thing. This is the same way that he would made his way through the hall as well that time at the beginning. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad that this one made it into the anime. Well, it's another one of those ones, just like the first OMAKE, where it's like, I feel like it kind of needed to be there as the important kind of connective tissue between the episodes. Also, it shows us the evil. I think this is also really important for the evil eye, because I think that as a character, he is quite distinct compared to Gigi, obviously. And I think seeing him, and I think the anime captured this really nicely, seeing him acting like a kid really solidified what he is, right? He's kind of like a brat, you know? He's an iPad kid. Don't do this, don't do that, don't do anything. He's great. I fucking love the evil eye. I think B grade for this as well. He feeds him a bun and he turns back to GG. Imagine being everybody else around here. They have no idea. Nobody has any idea that fucking Vamola is in there. You know? Yeah, he gulped it. He gulped it. Well, how many A's have we got? 2. Nah, I think I gotta give it a B. I think I gotta give it a B. I'm gonna give you guys the opportunity. So this is OMAKE. This is OMAKE 9, right? Yeah, the animated Okuru. Yeah. Yeah. No, I really enjoy how this looks. This whole sequence in the anime is great. Absolutely fantastic. Right, you guys keep voting. I'll be back in one minute. What this? What this? This what I'm wearing right now. This with the really cool bad look down the side. This really cool turbo granny hoodie right here that you can see on my back. This thing. You talking about this? Yeah, no, that's crazy. That's crazy because that's that you can get it on safetysonrookie.com. It's the linked comment. It's the linked comment right now. It's pinned. Get it on safetysonrookie.com. Created by the community. That's by Kells in the community, but we've also got work by Angle in the community as well. You can purchase it. You can get them yourself. You can get one right now. Hell, you can get 5. You get 5 of them. We've got zip-up ones. We've got different colors. White. This one's bone. I personally am a big fan of this. Bad look down the side. Very cool. Very cool. You can get one too. safetysonrookie.com. Skycam. Well, I've changed my setup a little bit since Christmas because I got this really cool mouse mat, which is you know, the Persona 5 loading screen of the city. It's that. It's a really big mouse mat of that. There's not as much room for Sky's bed. However, she's sleeping in the living room currently because it's warmer in there. The heating's better in there. So she's just sleeping in there. But maybe she'll join next week. Not this week. Not this week. There's still space for Skycam. There's still space for Skycam. But maybe next week. Maybe next week we'll get some Skycam. Alright? And then maybe the numbers will start increasing. We'll have 500 views. Concurrent viewers. We'll have 2,000 concurrent viewers. Because we have Skycam. Maybe we have more than that. Who knows? Anyway, what would we go with? Went with B grade. Excellent. That's good news. Alright, well, what's next? Whenever Skycam makes you 1 billion viewers. Yeah, I'll try not to forget the people who got me there to Skycam City. That's right. 1 billion views. Right then. They're eating. There's a lot of plates, by the way. Those are a lot of plates. They've gone through a lot of plates there. Kind of, that's it. That's it. They're just hanging out. This is like... It's more of the same. And again, this is them on their Hokkaido trip. In fact, I think this is the exact same... They use this exact same frame in the actual main chapters. Kind of like, you know, fun. It's fun. I like seeing it. Definitely not you know, definitely not a big one. Definitely not a big omake in my opinion. They just buy crab. They just buy and eat crab. And then they just kind of go, well, aren't we meant to be working? And they go, fuck, shit. Oh, yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. Definitely not. Yeah, I mean, it's peak. Like in real life, I'm for it. But I think D grade. You know? Not D grade. C tier. Don't start having a go at me because I said D grade. Fucking hell. Yeah, I did. I dropped the Space Globe. Oh, nearly died. I dropped the Space Globalist arc retold. It's 2 hours and 55 minutes long, so have fun with that, Maj. You know? That's great. I'm glad to hear that. Oh, I hope you enjoy it. Like I said, it's very long. It's a very long video. No, not D. Fuck's sake. No, I meant C grade. You people. You're just fucking bullies, dude. You're bullies. You're just a bunch of bullies. Here I am, producing this fun experience for all of us. And I'm just getting bullied. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. I know, it never ends. It never ends. Felicity, it never ends. For the rest of my life. What's the name of this song? What's the name of that song? Can you link me to that song? Why aren't you sharing the name of that song? It's fine. I'm fine. Anyway. Right. We're on the cheeky chapter. We're on the cheeky chapter. Yeah, it's from Barely Cloudy. Yes. That's true. No, but that's true. Honestly. Excellent. Honestly, excellent. Worth checking. Worth checking, everybody. Genuinely. Barely Cloudy. Friend of the channel. Produces excellent Dandadan lo-fi music, including this track you're listening to right now and a bunch of music I've used on my previous content. Alright. Catch you, Eric. Yeah, I think this is a B tier one. Anyway, he's joining school. It's Chiquitaro. Peony. His speciality is punching. This is fucked up. Look at him. How could you do that? Iceman. Let's see what you can do. Oh, you shouldn't punch people. No. Yeah. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. Nah, you know what? That's good. That's good. That's fucking cute as shit. Good for you, buddy. You gotta stand up for what's right, dude. Oh, that's good. No. No, I don't know. I don't know. I'm tempted to bring down the egg one. I'm tempted to bring down the egg one. Shit, I don't know now. I'm already starting to feel conflicted. Yeah, no, this has to be... No. Oh my god. Right. I think A. I think it is an A. No. Mr. Safety. No. This is A or S. No, I know. Right. Okay, I think egg comes down for this. I think egg goes down to B. I think egg goes down to B. This goes up to A. He's standing up for what's right. Give it the tier it deserves. I'm trying. Alright, A. A. I feel like A is a good one. I feel like A is fine. Egg one goes down one. It's fine. It's fine. You know, we got a lot of Turbo Granny up here. We got a lot of Turbo Granny up here. Alright. Oh, I like this one. Look, he's made friends. He's made friends. You know what's really cute here as well? He's kind of taught them to be better. He's taught them to be better as well. You know? Like, now they're not bullies. There is a lot in here to unpack, to be fair. Like, the only reason it seems that they were even bullies in the first place is because they were being bullied by somebody else anyway. And it's that cycle, you know? So the fact that he did a good thing there has ripples beyond just that good thing. He improved their lives. Yeah. Good for you, dude. He broke the cycle. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go. I know, and his little hat. Yeah, no, that one, it had to be A at least. I love the way that, I love the fucking, like, this shit. The stupid fucking, like, little bits, it's just food on a fucking top. He doesn't really seem to have a neck. Anyway, so these girls catch him, and she's very unimpressed, right? He is like a GG fucking clone, by the way. Yeah, food on shirts is a Dandadan classic for sure. Is not human. She fucking knows, dude. She fucking knows. This kid knows they've got their own Dandadan. These guys have their own Dandadan spin-off happening in the background. You know? They've got their own little Dandadan spin-off happening. He went overboard and drank 10 milks in 1 second. He's probably an alien. Everybody, it's the only fucking solution with these people. They always know that it's an alien, man. I don't have enough proof to make such a claim. Does she want to talk to me? But how do you talk to girls? Yeah, the worst possible fucking thing in the world. That's absurd. Look at him firing the finger guns. You're a cutie. No, he did not. I guess it's not that easy. Oh no. No. Look, he's even doing the same fucking face, dude. Better GG than Kinter. No, that's true. Yeah, you got us. You got us there. I think B tier as well. Yeah, I don't know actually. I can't put them both in A tier. I can't put them both in A tier. I do quite like this one though. I like his little story that he's got going on, man. Right, okay. Right, okay. We're gonna have to have a discussion about where we're at with the tier list here. All right. What are we thinking here? What are we thinking here? I think that it's probably a B tier. I think it's probably a B tier, right? I think there is. I know. It's great, but we've got a. See this 16? 16 is great. 16 is great. No, I don't. I don't do that. That's a falsehood. I need to save space in the F tier for 14. I need to save space in the F++ tier for 14. Right? Like, you know what I mean? It's just someone laying in a river. It's just fucking a awful bastard laying in a bastarding river. That's it. That's it. C? C? Are you crazy? Now that is crazy. C grade is wild. That's a wild take. That's a wild take. No, nobody can stop me. Frankly, the fact that Channing is trying to stop me makes me want to drop them both down a rank. I'll do it, you know. I'll do it, you know. I've done it before. Oh, okay, right. I feel bad for everybody else's. Yeah, yeah. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. B grade. All right. We're not doing any votes. We're not doing any voting around. It's a B grade. Bring egg down to C. You think that what we just did was a C? Did you just say that was a C? You're crazy. Right, what are we on now? Oh, this one's kind of mid. I like, you know, it's fine. Manjiro and Taro and Hannah. Nah, I think that 21 is excellent, but we'll get to 21. Oh, you want to take egg down to C? Yeah, the other guys didn't say that, did they? I don't know. We'll see. So it's you, Taro. I'm sorry, guys, but I appreciate that they're on the little honeymoon and stuff. Manjiro is in it. Well done. Very clever support. Very clever. Round of applause, everybody. The evil eyes enchanted. Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck about anyone except himself and Hannah. Everybody loves underpants. Fair enough. I don't know. I got no interest in That's crazy. That's a crazy thing to say. But they're still there. He can't use the cursed house. If the evil eye is in a weakened state, I suppose I have nothing to worry about. That's it. I guess this maybe is just here to fill in the gaps about why the evil eye doesn't use his cursed abilities. I guess. That's a fat C tier right there. That's the fattest C tier of them all. Right, here we are. F++. This is it. It's just like, it doesn't really like have any thing to it outside of just she's not dead. This one of the aliens is not dead. You know? This is our F++ tier right here. This is our F++ tier. Yeah, it's just like she's not dead is the thing. There is no D tier, you fucking animals. Does she have 4 or 5 fingers? What do you mean? What do you mean? She has 4, right? What? Does she have 4 fingers? What do you mean? Oh, you mean altogether? She needs to have 2 per hand. Why does she have 2 fingers per hand? That's hideous. She has 4 fingers, 3 and a thumb. Now she has 5. Don't like it. Don't appreciate the logistics of the suit. That's the suit she was crying about. That's the suit she was just weighing about. Alright, let's see. You. Yeah, F++. Yeah, you know what? There we go. Oops. Right, yo. So. It's better with you. You look like you've got lots of money. Alright, I mean, this is a C tier, right? This is a C tier. I like it, but it's a C tier. Oh, look who it is. Look who it is. What's going on, Sky? Why did you enter? What do you want from me, cat? Come here. Oh my god. Sweetheart. What's the matter? You want to say something? You want to say something? Right. Right, where are we? What? Are you guys saying B tier? Oh, this guy. 11 months! 11 months is crazy. That's wild. We're almost at a year. You're about to elevate to the next level. You want your bed? Come on. Come on. Look at the molar. That's crazy. What is it? What do you want? You gonna meow? You meow? Okay. What are you doing? She's calling for her goons. Oh no. What are we thinking? What are we looking at here? What are we thinking? I think a C grade. No, it's not worthy of a B grade. How many we got? We got 6. We got 2 more B grades. No way. No way. C grade. I mean, come on. Come on. There's not that much there, is it? Yeah, the next one I'm all there for. There's a C grade. Nah, fuck all y'all. There's a C grade. I ain't doing it. I ain't playing this game with you. Not when we've got 16. Not when we've got 16 coming up. Orbis, welcome. Enigma, welcome. Happy New Year, guys. This one is great. This is a contender for S grade. This is a contender for S tier. Alright. So, here, we'll spend a little bit more time on it. Obviously, I find it interesting that the evil eye has a fixation on Ida, and I feel like maybe that's because she's good with kids, right? Like she typically shows herself to be quite good with kids. And what are you staring at? What are you staring at? I don't know what that means. What is it? What were we doing? Right. Yeah. I know, the evil eyes development across the series is great. I fucking love him so much. Yeah, exactly. And it shows that on some level he obviously is interested and cares. I also really enjoy that this demonstrates that Gigi gives the evil eye this opportunity every now and then to just have a go of the place, right? It's just like, yeah, you have a go today, you know, because it's all part of it. It's all part of the experience of living, and it just goes to show again how decent Gigi is, I think. And he's all like, by the way, why are you like all on your own? And she obviously deflects at first. This is so sad, man. Oh, Ida. Right. So obviously we never saw what happened after the fact here. We never saw what happened after the fact. Sorry, I've got cat hair on my face. With the fallout with Ida's class and her friends. She was obviously very popular, and she sacrificed that to do the right thing. And I think that's a really important character trait for Ida, right? Is that she did decide to give up on all of these things in order to do what was right, so that people wouldn't bully Momo anymore. And she is still paying the consequences of that. And I guess she also surrounded herself with people who latched themselves onto popularity, right? Sky is very cute. You're very cute. They don't know you first thing in the morning, Sky. They don't know you first thing in the morning. They would say other things about you if they did. Here. Right, I've just zoomed out a little. Hopefully the frame's not cluttered. Maharaga. I don't know who Maharaga is, I'm afraid. Anyway, what was I saying? So that never got resolved, obviously. And now it is, right? And that's what I love about this chapter, is that it does have implications for the actual plot. You're just going to sit and stare at me. I'm trying to do something. And the character of Ida. I think that's where these OMAKE shine, right? The OMAKE really shine with their ability to show off and demonstrate what's happening behind the scenes with the characters or the situations that don't naturally blend themselves into the plot. Yeah, she probably wants something. What do you want? What do you want? Yeah, this is great. And the evil eye sees it, right? That's true. She probably thinks I'm talking to myself. As if she doesn't run around the fucking flat in the middle of the night just screeching into the night. Screaming just for no reason, because you have run of the place, don't you? Okay, sweetheart. Anyway, what was I saying? Right, so Gigi, the evil eye, sees this, right? Look at him. Look at this absolute unit, this champion, this absolute hero. He fucking is just like, yo, idiots, why aren't you talking to Ida? Because you know what it is? All of this social fabric, right? The things that people pretend are super fucking important, like popularity. You leaving? You in your bed? You in your bed? You in your bed? You in your bed? No? Well, I can't get out. I'm a cookie. What are you doing? Anyway, the things that people act like are the most important things in the world. They actually are clearly not. It's all just one big fabrication. It's all one big weird game that people play. Like, they obviously want to be friends with her, as shown by the end of this, but they disallow themselves from being friends with her. Look at this. Because of the fact that she's not popular or that she's socially outcast. It's all just a falsity. But the evil eye, obviously, and as you can, most importantly, as he watches, as he stares, he knows what it means to be socially isolated, right? To be cut out of the fabric of society based on the fact that you're considered an untouchable element or an outcast or a freak or whatever the fuck. And I think that is something that touches on the evil eye's character, right? And you can see that it matters to him as he stares, as he watches. He's a good watcher. It's all that he's ever done in life and death is stare. And I think that's an important thing. I think there's something really important here to him. So when he does this, it's a demonstration of not just solidarity with Ida, someone who is his family, by the way, and the way that we see he acts towards Seiko later on in the anime, the manga, shows that he does care about these people, but it's also a demonstration of the fact that he doesn't want people to feel isolated and alone. And this is a healing thing for him as well. When he started, his whole thing was to fucking kill everyone and everything because they deserved to die in his mind for his own loneliness, for the pain that they inflicted on him. And here he is mending a social relationship, a friendship between people. I think that that's a very important bridge to cross for him as a character. It's a healing point, a turning point. And they're too scared of being involved with her because they don't want to get shunned socially either. And he's just like, what the fuck what the fuck do you mean? Just fucking do it. And then they go and they make up. So sweet. So sweet. You know, I love this shit. Look how much it means to her. When does Ida ever get like this? It like never happens. It like never happens. She never gets so upset like that. It's so fucking cute, man. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. This is S tier material. This is S tier material. Yeah, no, Toaster, yeah. S tier material. Look at that. It's so nice. It's such an important thing. Yeah, we should emote that on the Discord. Patreon, link in the description. Join as a free member on the Patreon to get access to the Discord. It's the best place on the internet for Dandadan. Yeah, you're damn right. It's S. I would also make the argument that it's a perfectly valid S+ as well. You know? Well, yeah, I mean, Dandadan, I don't think Dandadan ever necessarily punishes people for just abiding by these social norms, because you're conditioned to do it, right? It makes sense to act this way, to behave in these ways when it makes the most sense. It's the most comfortable. It keeps you the safest emotionally. To respond and to behave in these kind of ways and to navigate the world, right? In the way that's going to hurt you the least. And I don't think that Dandadan necessarily looks at people and says, how dare you fall into these rhythms, because it's comfortable. And I get that. I think that's fine, right? I don't think Dandadan punishes people for that. But also, there's only a certain number of people who are able to break free of that, and you need a reason, you need the inclination, you need the balls, or in Okurun's case, to not have the balls, and sometimes you need to be inspired, you need to be pushed to do it, you need to be reminded that all of these things around you that you think are important are actually just an invention, a made-up thing to stop you doing the thing that you know is right, or you know is fulfilling, or that you're going to be more comfortable with, that you know would be more fulfilling because you're more comfortable with pretending it's not. You know what? I'm sorry. For now, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna do it. All right. I've talked myself into it. That. It just makes sense. That is more. You know what I mean? Like it just feels more right. It feels more Dandadan. It feels more impactful. It feels more right. You know? I think that is a fucking excellent thing. You know? Well, it's a lot of different things. I mean, in their case, it's about social status, but it's not just about it's not just about, oh, I want to be seen as it's not just to be seen as high social status for the pride of it. It's about not wanting to be left out in the cold. It's someone who's toxic and not wanting to be involved with that person in case that rubs off on you. And it's all made up. It's all an invention. It's all just a fabrication, a game that people play needlessly, in order to make it make sense, to make your place in the world make sense, and to also, you know, frankly, it makes it easier to do nothing. If that makes sense. One of the easiest things in the world is doing nothing. Is to see something that you know is wrong, or to feel in your gut that something is wrong, and then to just explain it away, or to kind of go, well, that's the way it is, or, well, I shouldn't get involved. Whatever it is. It's really easy. You know, and the evil eye, very important for his development as a character. You know, one of the things that I wish that we'd seen a bit more of is Gigi and the evil eye connecting together before that kind of like switch happened. This is important for us to getting to that point, because it shows that the evil eye cares about something, and he cares about people, and he doesn't want Ida to suffer the same thing that he went through. Does that make sense? What is it? You want out? You want out now? You just got in. Right, so it looks like everybody agrees. I'm happy to see that everybody agrees. Yeah. Yeah. I would really like an OMAKE between Evil Eye and Gigi. Yeah, 100%. 100%. 100%. Right, where are we? 17 was the board game stuff. 18, this is a fun one. I like this one. It's not like world changing, but it's a fun one. It's also a nice reminder of when Momo was normal. You have to let them in so they can come out. Yeah, exactly. Mr. Sanjome. You have to think. This is great. I like this. It had been a long time. It had been a long time since we had seen. The best girls. It looks like an old lady. I love how they fix his chin. Oh my god, the pomade. Pomade, just for today, is at the end, because I don't know how to turn streamer mode back on. I don't know how to turn streamer mode back on when I've turned it off. And I rely on Discord to inform me about all of this. If everybody's okay with pomade later as opposed to now. You know. Anyway. Yeah, no, shut up. Shut up, don't laugh at me. Alright, I'm just not informed on these things. Look at him. Look how pretty he is. I love this. Miko and Muko are the best. It had been so long. It had been so long since we had seen these guys. No, don't be outraged. Please, I can't take more. His eyes do look like roaches. That's crazy. Is he holding the Kazuka knife? We need 2 pomades next week. Absolutely not. Yeah, 1 a week. Yeah, 1 a week. Is it Chalk? It's him. This is great. This is great. Why are these not emotes on the Discord? You failed me. You've all failed me. Absolutely not, Blissy. That is a high value item that you're talking about. This is always the case with you three. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Oh yeah, the potato chip. Yeah, no, he's right. You take a potato chip and eat it. This is fun, but it's like, it's just a joke one. Again, it's nice to get these little slice of life bits in there, but it's not ground shattering enough for it to be anything more than, in my opinion, a C. That is not an A. I'm sorry. You're crazy. You're crazy. You are crazy. You're a crazy bastard. No. No, no, no. This is a C. This is a fat C. Yeah, the lab. I love how it's a lab, by the way. Yeah, this is a C. This is a fat C. I'm not hearing anything else. I know it's got the goats in it. I respect your opinion, but goddamn, you're wrong. Clearly don't respect your opinion if that's the case, but goddamn, you're wrong. 19's a great one. 19's a really good one. Yeah, that happens. That happens whenever there's a hiatus, to be fair. Yeah, get PE Diddy out of here. This is when they're heading to Zuma's school. Should we ask Gigi and Ida to come with us? He's like, it's like he's just a normal hottie. That's crazy. Look, see, this has them in it as well. This has them in it as well, guys. So, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, I like this one as well. This one adds to the plot as well. Also, this shit, where she says, Ida, you little rascal. Crazy. Fucking love it. I'm all for this. This is great. Oh, I'm so happy. But you know what it is? Like, she just lets her kind of like, she just leaves her to it. She just leaves her to it. Good for you, Ida. They're all friends. Everybody won. Look how happy she is. Look at how happy she is. Also, I love this. This is ridiculous. I love this. So fucking stupid. I made the silhouette look like the Great Kinta. Wow, way to go. I helped think of it too. Oh, look, everybody's just getting on with their lives. I'm scared. This is where the game also originated. This is where the game also originated with the loser gets a punishment. Also, it set the stage for a lot of stuff here, right? This is great. This is a great one. This is just so, it involves everybody. It involves everybody. This will definitely be in the anime in 2028. 2028, right? Yeah, 2028. Because 2027 we'll get season 3, which will be the Space Globalist arc. And then 2028 would be... Surely not, right? They're not going to do 2 massive arcs, are they? Maybe that's too much to expect. Maybe that's too much to expect. See, it could just be that season 3 and season 4 will be the space globalist and the ombudsman stuff. I don't know. That's hard to say. Well, season 4 presumably would be the same as like season 2, which would be a half-year gap, which would basically just be the second half of season 2, right? No, but it would be the ombudsman stuff would be at the beginning of the Danmara or the end of the space globalist. I think more realistically it would be, I don't know, who knows. Yeah, I mean, I gotta slap an A. This is an A. This has got to be an A for me. Well, yeah. Yeah, it's gotta be A. Yeah, I think the Ombudsman does fit better with Danmara, but I don't think there's enough in the Space Globalist to justify 2 seasons. Or maybe there is. Maybe there is, actually. No, I don't think there is. Because too much of it is just fighting. Yeah, no, I don't think there is. I think what we're talking about is season 3. I think you're talking season 3 would be the Space Globalist, and then season 4 would have to be Ombudsman, and then also Danmara, maybe some of it. All right, Cube, thanks for joining. Who knows? Anyway, that's all just speculation. This is really good as well. Feels like ending on Ombudsman would be maybe a little bit of a wet fart of an ending compared to ending on the Space Globalist. We'll see though. Maybe you're right, Nacham. Anyway, so Turbo Granny, this is when she's split off from everybody she's left, and she goes back to leave coffee, what appears to be a black coffee, and flowers at the tunnel where the girls died. No, I'm not saying that the Ombudsman is a complete wet fart. I'm saying that, like, as a season finale compared to the Space Globalist ending, I think that it maybe lacks, you know, but doesn't matter. Maybe I'm completely wrong. I feel like the Ombudsman and Danmara are linked more so than I feel like. I think that the Ombudsman is like, it just doesn't fit as well as, but I mean, we say this, right, but the Kaiju arc is very much linked to the Space Globalist arc, right? So it's hard to say. Anyway, she goes to the tunnel to leave flowers. Excuse me. And she prays to the girls who died there, which adds to the idea that she was there as something of a protector for the girls, or at least to help them get through the pain of it all. A lot of these Omake are very much, they just kind of like add up for Turbo Granny, really. I don't see them cutting much out for pacing. I don't think the pacing is particularly bad. I don't think the pacing is particularly bad in either arc, if I'm honest with you. Like I understand the I need to get some water. I'll be back in 1 second, guys. Oh my god, you're all children. You're all children. You're all children. No. Like I was saying, the Danmara stuff, right? I understand that people kind of view a lot of the stuff with Zuma to be you know, a bit egregious, but I don't actually think it is. The only reason people feel like that, I think, is because Momo and Okun have just been separated. So it kind of feels like, oh, I don't really feel what this is. Understandably. But I don't think there's anything in there that needs to be cut. I think that's actually quite important for Zuma getting to show his traits, right? Getting to show the kind of guy that he is, you know? But we'll see. Look, I really don't think they'll cut anything out. If anything, they'll pad it out with more stuff, you know? Anyway, she continues just doing her thing, you know? She's still got a little purse. She's still got her little purse. And she spends time here as well, which is that same fucking thing, innit? And then she finds the strange owl. Turbo Groony. You look fantastic. You look great. You look great, by the way. You're a dog, yes? No kitten. Oh, where's the rest of it? I think this is missing a bit. I think this is actually missing a bit. Hold on, gamers. It's okay, Toaster. You did your best, dude. Stupid, stupid. Here we go. And she's all like, oh, can you tell me how to turn a tiny person back to normal? And then, obviously, Hyper Geezer. I know, squaring up. I'm curious. I'm very curious about where the current arc is going, by the way. Oh, he already did it. Thanks, Toaster. You're a good kid. Abura. This is all part of it. The yokai is potentially the Abura Smashi or Oil Smasher. Interesting. We'll see. I'm very curious where this whole arc is going, to be honest. It's kind of a... That's a B. That's a B, I think. Right, we've got two more. Alright, we've got two more. This one's fucking cute as shit. I'm sorry. You know, that's a C. I guess it never really ended up. Yeah, I guess it never really ended up with anything happening, did it? Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, fair enough. I hear you. I hear you. Fine. It's a C. All right. That was a trick. That was a trick. I was actually testing you guys, and you passed. Some of you passed, actually. Some of you passed. Actually, Channing, Pickle, you guys did not pass the test. So, shame on you. I obviously was, as the one who's designing the test, was not participating in the test. I was just I was just playing along. So you know, no one can test me. No one can test me. Actually, I'm. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. Which one's 11? Yeah, I think I'm gonna pop down 11 for this. Oh, not that. I think I'm gonna pop down 11 for this. This is too good. Right, let's see. So, this is one of the best bits with Tiny Momo. So she's talking into his ear, whispering into his ear. And Momo here, over. It's so fucking good. This is like, they don't really have fun with this that much in the actual series. So this is really nice. I can't. This feels like, this is like, you know what I mean? Guys, come on. It's fucking ridiculous, man. This is just too cute, isn't it? Do you copy Okuri? Say that. No, fuck, no. Oh my god, dude. She's trying to get him to say it again. Oh my god, it's so painful at this point. No. It's so bad because the next time that he says it, that he actually says it, she doesn't remember him. I'm crashing out. Oh, God. Oh, I'm gonna be sick. Oh, I'm gonna be sick. Oh, no. He knew what he was doing. Say that. That's crazy. She's gonna write on his hand and he has to guess what it is that she's writing. He's like, I don't know. And she's like, yeah, you do. She's just trying to get him to say it, dude. No, I can't, dude. No, I can't. I'm sorry, little guy. Alright. No. I can't, dude. This is the worst. No. Oh, man. I can't. Yeah, it was a C, alright? Okay, fine. Yeah, I'm crashing out. Oh, God damn. Painful memories. You hate to see it. Alright, and then all we've got left is 1B. Yeah, 11 is B. Ain't a C. Anyway, this is during the Momo size reclamation arc. He's like, you what? My name is Vamola. Zumunji. I see, that's a good name. As if she has any comprehension. As if she has any comprehension of what is or is not a good name. I love it. She's the best. Vamola. By the way, one day soon, this year at some point, we're going to update the character listing. At least parts of it. Because Vamola, She's been on the up and up for a while now. She deserves... I need to make sure she's in the right place. She's all like, what do you like? I like takoyaki. She fucking loves takoyaki. She fucking loves takoyaki. No, there is a thought behind those eyes. It's about takoyaki. He likes Pacific Sauri. I'm not sure what that is. Let me research it. Oh, it's the fish. It's the fish that he fucking eats. It's the fucking fish that he fucking eats with Bega. Yeah, no, yeah. I'll admit that I was testing you actually back then. I was testing you, and Nachan passed. Nachan passed. The rest of you failed. So I'm very disappointed right now. Very upset with you now. I see. They are quite delish. Why do you like it? Because it tastes good. I see. I see. And how does it taste good? It's aromatic. The fish oil is salty and good. I see. I see. Now ask me why I like takoyaki. It's like, you know what it is? It's like no. It's like when somebody like when you're doing like a if you're trying to like learn like a language or something like that, and the textbook will give you the kind of like, oh, and if you engage in conversation with someone, here's how you ask someone what their favorite food is, and this is how you respond to that. So if you're in like a language pairing kind of situation, right? If you're in a language pairing kind of situation, you expect that you will ask them and then they will ask you. And it's like, okay, this is how conversation's supposed to go, right? So she's like, ask me now. Now you ask me why I like takoyaki. Yeah, great, amazing. Zumola stocks. Yeah, Duolingo. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Why do you like it? Because it's tasty. I see. Looks like we're the same. All this joy and positivity being spouted towards his fucking ear, and it just bounces off of his head. Fucking dying. And he's like, who the fuck is she? Who the fuck is she? What kind of face did she have? Yeah. And he's like, it's not this guy. It's not. This is how he sees Ida, by the way. This is how he sees them. It's so good. Yeah, no, Mark, for real. The art here is so fucking good. Look at this. Look at this thing. What are these? What are those? Am I right, guys? Is that a funny May still? Oh, what? Yeah, no. Okay. It deserves to take its rightful place. It deserves to take its rightful place as the final B tier. Yeah, we got it. We got it. We did another great one. Let's give it a little screenshot. The best one ever. This is a great tier list. One of the best tier lists. People are saying that it's the greatest tier list maybe ever. One of the maybe ever. People are saying that. A lot of people are saying that. They think it's probably better than any other tier list that have been made, except the other ones that I've ranked in the past. This thing. You gotta do this thing. One of the greatest, maybe the greatest tier list ever made. No, I know. I can't stand up and do it. I know it's a lot of this. And it's pretty good. People are saying it's the best tier list maybe ever made. Maybe that's what they're saying. Maybe they're not. Maybe they are. That where he does that. Anyway, I'm done. No more. I don't even. That was a made up character, so I don't even know who we're referring to. That was an invented character. Yeah, that was an invented character. I just came up with him on the spot. I just came up with that character on the spot. So that was an invention by me. I made that up. So this is that Brannigan. Yes, this is that Brannigan situation. No, that was I was doing a Biff from Back to the Future 2. You know? There you go. Immortalized. I know it probably shouldn't go in the general chat on Discord. Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member to get access to the Discord. But I'm putting it in the general chat because I'm too lazy to put it somewhere else. But that was good. That was good. A good, enjoyable experience, guys. I really think that we did a great job here. I think we did something incredible. I think we did something pretty cool. So I'm very impressed. Also, thank you to Toaster. Everybody, please give a round of applause to Toaster. He collated all of the OMAKE into one spot, because otherwise this would have been a fucking disaster. It would have been a disaster, you know. Yeah, look at him. Recognize him for his work. Recognize this idiot for his work. He put the extra effort in, and everybody appreciates that. Excellent, well done. Genuinely very, very useful. Can't express it. Can't express it any more than that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. What a fucking dork. What a dorkazoid, am I right? What a dork ass. But, yeah, no. This has been really good, actually. And I'm going to do pomade, is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it right now. Let's see. So, we are starting a new year. We're starting a new year. Yeah, I said dorkazoid. We're starting a new year, guys. We're starting a new year, and it's very exciting. You know, in what, like a month? In like a month, we're going to, less than that actually. We're going to have been around for a year. As a community, we're going to have been around for a year. And that's pretty crazy. Some of you guys are also going to have your tags updated to be a year. And that's pretty cool. I didn't really think that we'd get to a point where it's like, you know, like where we are right now with it. Obviously things, I imagine, I see. That was funny. I mean, I don't think that the growth this year is necessarily going to be the exact same as it was last year. Obviously, we're in quite a unique position last year with Dandadan. That's the bread and butter of the channel. I think that we've pretty successfully, the channel is pretty successfully hyper-niched into Dandadan. I think that if there's discussion about Dandadan, we, typically speaking here, tend to be on the front, you know, the front kind of like the front lines of it, right? And that's pretty cool. That's pretty exciting. And I think that that's something to be really valued in regards to this, right? To everything that's been done here. And I think that we probably will see some pivots, right? I do think that I'm going to be doing some pivoting into other stuff that I find interesting. It doesn't even necessarily need to be anime. Really, I'm probably just going to start finding things that I like and talking about that, you know? Like, at the end of the day, I do believe in the notion of hyper-niching, of focusing on certain niches so that the audience know reliably what it is that they expect from a certain channel, all of this. But at the end of the day, the people who are following the channel, and this is something that I've always wanted to make very front and center about the way that this community is built, the people that are here and interested in the channel, because it's a community, because it's more driven by what we are doing here, personality, by everybody knowing each other, all of these things, I think that for me, this is a really exciting time to start pivoting into things that maybe aren't just the same as everything else that we've looked at before, whilst also keeping that thread of Dandadan, because I know that there are people here who are going to stay involved and invested in the channel, regardless, right? So I just want to highlight who those people are. The people on the Yokai Power Tier user, on Patreon and on YouTube. Amazing stuff. It's because of the people on these tiers that I'm able to make videos as long as the one that I just did, and justify putting the time into it. I have seen the various different names that support has gone through just there. I am going to punish her by just using her handle here, because she went through too many. I was going to do the first one. She flew too close to the sun. Anybody else who changes their name now as well is the same treatment. Alright? You flew too close to the sun, and you kept changing your name. You weren't satisfied with the humorous LOL moment that you had achieved prior. Alright? So now you're just going to get your handle spoken. And that's on you. You've changed it again. And it's just diabolical. So that's Angle. That's Blissy Cat, Hype Star of Safety Zone Rookie. That's our very own Hype Star. Oh, thank you, Pickle. That's a good point. I'll do that. That's Danny, 5th Gram, Jersey, Julie the Blue, Mother Support, otherwise known as one half of the Wormport. Ugh. Wormport. Orbis, Plague Doctor, Rusty Idiot, Silly Stupid Rust Bucket, Safety Zone Rookie Jellies Edition, Sarah in 2025, we need to get that updated, Serpo El Clasico, happy birthday, SOR Worm, Wolf's Alias, the other half of the Wormport, Vampy and her gaggle of Okaruns. These names are getting very convoluted, guys. Your favorite scented candle, Zero, Tim Kai, and the Great Picolas, otherwise known as Big Pickle. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. Yeah, no, Pickle dobbed you in there. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah. That's it. I think that Zuma's way of viewing the group is fucking hilarious. It's very funny. But sadly, that's it. That's all we got time for, guys. That's all we got time for. It's been good. It's been a good stream. Thankfully, next week we'll get back to our regularly scheduled chapter, which I'm looking forward to. Yeah, and we'll be able to see where we go from there. I'm hoping that it's going to be a good one. We've got a whole year. Guys. We've got a whole year to do this. I'm excited for it. I'm glad that we got through the whole of the OMAKE today. I'm glad we got through that. Cool. Right, guys. Well, I'll see you guys on the Discord. And besides that, have a good week. See you later. Bye.